And now I'm going to show you how to put on a short torso on the bottom and a regular torso on top. And this combination is usually for people that are average waisted. Sometimes the bottom splint might be a size larger because people are sometimes bigger on the bottom. Anyway, remember, label on the left on the inside. I put the splint around my back. Now remember, the bottom splint goes between my belly button and my pubic bone. So I put the left arm between my legs. With my left hand, I go across my body. I gather, 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 gather. Bend the knees, belly button to the spine, engaging transverse. With my right hand, I'm going to move the muscle and the connective tissue towards the middle, hold it there. I'm going to turn to the side, and I'm going to attach it on top. Remember, it has to be on the side. If it's in the back, it's too long, and you need to make it shorter. If it's too low, it's going to interfere with this arm. So I'm going to take the arm out from between my legs, and I'm going to make sure this cutout is free, because this cutout needs to go on the top of the bottom of this elastic arm. So I turn around and I adjust it so it's even. And remember, it should be right around your belly button, because the bottom arm goes between my belly button and my pubic bone. With my right hand, I'm going to go across, gather, gather, gather. Now, don't bring it up too high here. Just make sure it goes around the bottom of this other elastic arm. Bend the knees, engage my transverse. Hold with this heel of this hand, I want you to move the muscle and the connective tissue towards the middle. Continue to hold your transverse in. Hold it here, and I'm going to attach it on the bottom of the pad. And I'm going to adjust it, bring it down. Now, you see that I have this much left to cover. So, where I put it on my other pad depends upon how much coverage I need. If I only need a little coverage, bring it lower down on the pad. If I need a lot, then I can put it towards the top. Remember, label on the left, on the inside. Now, this one, I want the top of it to come right under my breasts, all right? So I'm going to put the pad right in that area. I'm going to put the left arm in between my legs. With my left hand, I'm going to go across the body. I'm going to gather, 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 gather. I'm going to bend my knees, engage my transverse, move the muscle and connective tissue towards the middle, hold it there, then turn to the side and attach it on top. Remember, it's on the top of the pad, not off the pad, and it's on the side, not in the back. And remember, don't stretch it too much, because then it'll be too tight. Then I'm going to take this out from out between my legs, and I'm going to make sure that the cutout is free, and then I'm going to turn to the front and I'm going to adjust it. And now I'm going to do the second arm. With my right hand, I'm going to gather, 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 gather before I move it over. I'm going to bend the knees, engage my transverse. Now, this arm goes right above here, right on the bottom of this elastic arm. I'm going to transverse in, knees are bent, move the muscle and the connective tissue towards the middle, turn to the side, and attach this right above that other arm. And then we're going to move that down, I'm going to adjust it. Now, with this arm, make sure that cutout here is free. Take my left hand, go across my body, gather, 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 gather. Bend the knees, engage the transverse, move the muscle and the connective tissue, hold it here, and we're going to attach it, remember, on the top and bottom pad on the side. And then I'm going to adjust it down a little bit. Remember, when you're attaching the arms, you want to bring them across on the bottom of each arm. That'll give you more coverage. So this is how you put on a short torso on the bottom and a regular torso on top. Now, it's okay if it fits you better if you put the regular torso on the bottom and the short torso on the top.